Good morning. I am sitting out on my back porch thinking about all the stuff that's going on right now and drinking my bulletproof coffee. And thought I'd do a quick video just for the fun of it because I haven't done one in a while. And you're getting the raw Leslie too. There's like no makeup. Look at the hair, bed head. My eyes are finally starting to open up a little bit. Can you tell? Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video regarding the KetoOS that I'm using. And a lot of you know that I'm on that, and for anybody who might be interested, this might be interesting to you, I don't know, but I have had Lyme for 17 years. The first 14 years it went completely undiagnosed. I was being tested for MS and lupus and rheumatoid arthritis and a myriad of other things. I mean, of course, even the Lyme tests were coming back negative because of the type of the test, the ELISA and the Western blot test. Don't pick that up, especially when you've had it for 10 years. But anyway, during the course of the 14 years, I was gaining weight. I had a period in 2004 where I finally went to the doctor because I was just so severely fatigued. And of course, because we have hypothyroidism in our family, I wanted to go get that checked out. And sure enough, my thyroid was enlarged. I had some calcification on one side. In 2004 also, I ended up with a acute attack of pancreatitis. Of course, your pancreas is what produces your insulin, and at that point, that's when I really started having the issues with blood sugar. Again, diabetes is a huge thing in the women in my mom's side of the family. I even had an aunt, one of my mom's sisters, who was taking insulin 4 times a day. Mom's diabetic. She's on Januvia. Of course, it can be controlled with diet, but she eventually had to start taking medication. She's not insulin dependent at this point, but we're changing that with the keto, by the way. Her blood sugars are running under 100, which is awesome, and she's going to lose that belly fat, which is going to be huge for her because that's going to help her blood sugars. Anyway, long story short, started gaining weight. I'd gotten up to 200 pounds, lethargic. Lethargic isn't even the word. You know, Lyme was kicking my butt, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. Anyway, found HCG, not homeopathic, but RX grade. Found HCG, did my first round in the fall of 2010, and within about a year and a half, I had lost 65 pounds, which was huge. Because of the bacteria that the Lyme causes, the bacteria that causes the Lyme, they're little corkscrew bacteria, and they get into every tissue. Including babies when you're pregnant, which happened to me. My 16-year-old has Lyme. So getting into the deep tissues where they hide is really hard. So losing 65 pounds was huge as far as my detoxing. I got rid of a lot of the bacteria. Whenever I would get rid of that abnormal fat, I would go through this period of just herxing and flu-like symptoms, and just really, you know, it was rough, but I would get through it. Well, over the course of a year and a half after losing 65 pounds, because of my thyroid and my blood sugars continually rising over a period of time, I started gaining weight again. I put back on another 25 pounds in a year and a half. And at that point, I started, which was almost 2 years ago now, I started a low carb, high fat diet, because of course I was familiar with ketosis, familiar with the paleo diet, hence the bulletproof coffee. I had actually lost at one point, before I even knew I had Lyme, I had lost 40 pounds in 6 months doing strict paleo. But then, of course, the holidays came, and Halloween, and Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and New Year's, and packed on 20 pounds again. So anyway, for the last year and a half, I've been doing the low carb, high fat. The frustrating thing for me was I even added HCG to it to try to kick myself a little bit up to that next notch to see if I could get rid of some more of this fat. I really didn't lose any more weight using the HCG on the low carb high fat as I would have with just doing the low carb high fat. And I did have some good results. The issue was not being able to maintain ketosis. I mean, you could work all day long and do fat bombs and eat high fat, medium, moderate protein and low carbs. Sometimes my carbs were under 10 or 5 grams. But then at 8 o'clock at night, I might have a chocolate chip cookie, and guess what? There goes your ketosis. So when I saw KetoOS, I was like very excited. And I have actually been on it now for a full 15 days. Today is day 16. Just real quick, the first day that I started, I did my 14-day average on my fasting blood glucose, and it was 115. Yesterday, I did my new 14-day average for the 14 days that I had originally been on the KetoOS, and my fasting blood glucose was 98, which is huge. I've only lost 4 pounds in these 15 days, but I know it's 4 pounds of fat because ketones are muscle sparing. That's what I loved about HCG. HCG was muscle sparing. But this is better because you can eat lots and lots of fat, and it tastes better than 500 calories a day on HCG. So anyway, I'm definitely noticing a difference in my pants, the way they're fitting. I'm sleeping for the first time in a long time really well. I'm having dreams, but they're good dreams. They're not crazy dreams or scary dreams. They're really good dreams. I wake up earlier in the morning. I wake up hitting my feet hit the floor and there's no pain. The biggest thing for me, though, I think that I've noticed is not just the blood sugar, not just the lack of pain, not just the energy that I have throughout the day, the better sleep, but by day 7 on the keto, the fog was gone. The mental clarity was amazing. I had a little bit of a keto flu, kind of like real minor. Like I started with a mild headache on day 3, and it lasted through about day 7. I had a little water retention because I had lost about 3 pounds that first few days. So there was some water retention from that fast weight loss, but that's gone. But by day 7, when that keto flu lifted, oh my gosh, it was just absolutely crazy how sharp I was. And here's the biggest thing. With the Lyme, I have had issues with anxiety and not being able to handle stress of any kind. Whether it was conflict, an issue going on in our family or with a friend, or, sometimes just a big to-do list. I would be so easily overwhelmed and it would just affect me. I also have a co-infection, babesia, which affects your heart. And when I had those moments of anxiety or I started getting anxious about things and stressed, the palpitations would get worse, and they're very uncomfortable if you've never had them. It's just amazing how it doesn't matter my to-do list. I can handle it. We are in the process of moving from here to Texas right now. I've been waiting for 4.5 months. We ended up in this apartment temporarily because we were supposed to move in May and it kind of fell through. So we've been in this apartment. And then my husband's working in Dallas. Of course, that alone is stressful when he's been in Dallas for 3 months and then he was in South Korea for 2 weeks. And, you don't see your husband. That can be stressful. But I finally got the word a little over a week ago to start looking for a house. Well, normally I would be freaking out, checking the houses multiple times a day. Is there a new listing? Oh my God, we need to hurry up and jump on this or we're going to lose it. We're not going to get it, blah, blah, blah. We just went through the whole process of finding a house, one falling through, no stress, no worry. I wasn't even bothered by it. That same day, finding another house, Jim went and looked at it. We Skyped. He showed me the house. It looked just like the pictures. It was beautiful. To getting the paperwork, to signing the paperwork, to getting to the bank and getting the security deposit, to, changing all of our addresses. Everything is done. And we're not even moving until a week from Friday. So we still have a week and a half before we're moving. And it's like, all I got to do is pack a few boxes and load the trucks. And I'm not even worried about that. That hasn't even been a stressor for me. So whether the pain goes away or whether, my blood sugars are going down or, I'm clearing this Lyme, hopefully, because I'm switching my body from a glucose, energy source to a ketone energy source, which is going to starve those little boogers that are in me that I need to get out of my body. If it weren't for any of that, that wouldn't even be it. Just to have the fact that my brain is clear and I have no mental anxiety. I have no anxiety at all. And it's just so nice for the first time in a long time to realize you're not crazy, that it's just stuff going on in your body that makes your brain work funny. And then when your brain starts working right, because you're giving it those ketones that your brain really works better on anyway. Think about sugar. Sugar is sticky, and it's sticky in the body, just like it is on the table when you spill it. It clogs things up. It clogs your cells up. It clogs your arteries up. Diabetics, they've got high blood sugar levels and their whole insides are sticky and it's affecting every organ in their body. Alzheimer's, it affects their brain. This KetoOS has completely changed my whole outlook on everything. I mean, it's just, I have a more positive outlook. That is better than any depressant that you could take, than any muscle relaxer you could take. You should see my herbs that I take: ginseng and ashwagandha and astragalus and L-theanine. These are all things that I've been taking to try to relieve the anxiety in my brain and in my body. And in 7 days, the KetoOS has done it. Not only is it done that, but it's done more. So anyway, this is just an update on me and Lyme and where I'm at on day 15. I know some people have had better results, faster results. I don't want to say better, but have had faster results than I've had. But when you've had Lyme for 17 years, it takes a while to start getting things straight again. But to have that immediate response by my body to the ketos, to the exogenous ketones, is amazing. So contact me if you want more information. Go to my website. It's www.leslie.pruvit, PRUVIT now.com, and check it out. Read the research. Alzheimer's, cancer, diabetes, all kinds of metabolic disorders, just general nutrition and performance. The stuff, ketones, are amazing things. That is the original energy source that we were designed to use, and now we have a product that allows us to get back to that. So if I have a chocolate chip cookie tonight, it's okay. I'm still going to have a high level of circulating ketones in my body, and I don't have to work so hard. That alone is so much nicer, to not have to work so hard to get that level of ketosis that you need for health. So anyway, check it out, and good luck to you. Bye.